President Trump and Steve Bannon.
Best friends.
What, not anymore, apparently.
That worthless Steve Bannon who did nothing for the campaign. And
we thought the talk of nuclear war was having to do with North Korea. Apparently, it's actually inside the White House.
President Trump said Steve Bannon lost his mind when he was fired. It comes after Bannon reportedly said, a 2016 meeting at Trump Towers was treasonous.
Here's the thing with that. If he knew about this and he knew it was treasonous then, isn't he accessory after the fact to a crime?
You're talking about Steve Bannon.
Yes.
He said somebody should call the FBI.
Well, maybe
if you believe the quotes in this book.
But why didn't he?
Right.
The real question is why didn't he?
So do you think Special Counsel Mueller wants to talk to Steve Bannon tonight, if he hasn't already?
I think he's probably already talked to him. But you know what? Steve Bannon has proved that he's got a great history of clickbait. He had that little website, Breitbart. He's pretty good with getting people to tune in.
He's back there as executive chair of the Breitbart News Network.
Trump and Bannon are both very polarizing figures, very colorful personalities. Maybe it's inevitable that this was going to happen, two very strong personalities clashing. But it seems very clear that Bannon, is willing to say a lot that's on his mind. He clearly is trying to build his brand post-White House. And he has a grudge. He has a grudge against not only President Trump, but it seems like Jared Kushner and, of course, President Trump's child.
And to add a little context to this, this is all coming from a book by a guy, Michael Wolff, #1 on Amazon already, and the book hasn't even been released. He paints a portrait of a highly dysfunctional White House. Is he credible? I think Sarah in her press conference today said most of the access he got to the White House was through Steve Bannon. So is there any credibility here?
I'm going to say yes to this, and it's because of the fact that a lot of the folks that worked on that Trump campaign that transitioned into the White House had no political experience at all. You got a lot of people coming in, other than Reince and Sean Spicer at the time, had zero political experience. They were just doing whatever felt right, and it got them into a bunch of trouble.
Yeah,
I think we've always known this. We've seen what has been going on since day one. Beginning with the inauguration, we've seen this. I think this is more political theater than anything. It's for clicks, it's for sound, it's for open debate so that we can have these funny conversations. But the reality is what's going on in the White House is not funny. And we should be more concerned about how the White House is being handled.
Yeah, let me move ahead and ask you guys about Orrin Hatch deciding not to seek re-election. It opens the door for Mitt Romney, no doubt, right? How's this going to impact 2018 for the president?
I actually
Republicans?
think the Bannon story actually plays into this talk of future, 2018 midterms and elections. Are we going to see Bannon's candidates and Trump's candidates going head to head? Is it going to be the Romney never Trumpers going against Trump-backed candidates? It's going to be really interesting to watch.
This is the great thing with the whole President Donald J. Trump phenomenon. This has only proved one thing: Republicans are going to stick together no matter what. So there'll be all of this fighting, and both sides are going to do what they need to do to raise their bases, and then their bases are going to unite for their candidate. I'm not sure if the Democrats always do that.
Okay, they tell me we got to wrap. Again, vote in our poll tonight. Do you have a problem with the president's nuclear button tweet? More than 200 of you have already voted. Results at the end of this broadcast. I'm anxious to see what everybody has to say. Some comments about the president's nuclear button tweet on my Facebook page, though. Charlie Ugas, who voted for President Trump. I think I can call him a staunch supporter of the president. He says, Bruce, even I think this is really stupid. There's no explanation. What he's doing is escalating a heated situation. Tony Armstead said, and I think he's another conservative, on one hand, it's not a good idea. On the other hand, finally somebody that's not coddling this pudgy little B word. You can fill in the blanks.